What is up, and welcome into the Easy Smoke and the GM podcast. I'm your host, Ezra McCann, and I'm joined, as always, by my outstanding co-hosts. He's a Chicago Public League legend. He's a Simeon Wolverine legend. He's a Grambling State Tiger legend. He plays second base for them back in the day. He was all SWAC. It's Brandon Williams, a.k.a. Coach Smoke. And we've got our NFL draft analyst, enthusiast, all around know-it-all when it comes to college football, even the video game, I guess. That's what he said. What are you, 5-0 now?
Yes, 5-0. Yeah,
Whatever,
top
man.
eighth of the country.
Whatever, man. He is Glynn Morgan, our GM. By the way, I'm 1-4 in the same league, not going as well. But that's okay though. That's okay. Gentlemen, what's going on? Glad to be with you guys. Football season is upon us.
That's what it's all about. I mean, let's not kid ourselves.
Is upon us. One more story before we get into it. We had our fantasy draft, and I was celebrating my 10th wedding anniversary, and so I had to miss the draft, because I was out. So I put it on autopilot. You would think I wasn't expecting a great draft. My entire team is all running backs. How does that happen?
It drafted one receiver, one tight end, one quarterback, one kicker, and 8 running backs.
Wow.
And, dude, I didn't even know
How does that happen?
left. Dude, I don't know. Something glitchy.
Now
I've never seen that in my life.
I had partial blame on you guys.
Took too long to start.
Because yes, the draft was supposed to start at 6. The draft didn't start till like 6:45. And so that put my schedule way off. I was expecting to have at least 4 picks in the bag before, I went to, do what I had to do. And I couldn't go look at the draft at the table, because my wife was right there, and she would have had a fit if I pulled the phone out. For my fantasy draft. Can't do that.
That's a bad TV commercial.
Yeah. So I'm very upset. Highly pissed off this weekend. For many things, but that was most important there. So yeah, just wanted to get that off my chest.
Well, don't forget to make your moves before Thursday.
I started already. I started.
Okay. All right. Very good.
Yeah.
Picked up Gabe Davis.
Whatever, man. No, I didn't pick up Gabe Davis. No.
Pick him up.
He wasn't out there.
Yeah, he is. Nobody drafted him.
I didn't see him. I picked up Jordan Addison.
Why you drafted him?
Nobody drafted Jordan Addison, no.
Maybe because he was hurt.
Yeah. And
good pickup.
Who else did I get? I would have to look at it. But anyway, I'll be all right.
Okay.
All right. Let's get to the Bears.
He's got a lot of trade bait with all those running backs. Just saying.
Whatever, man. And everybody coming up to me today. I hear you got some running backs available. Shut up.
It had to be Lou.
Lou. No, it was Mo. Mo actually came out.
Mo.
Lou did too, but that was Mo. All right. So yeah, football season starts this weekend. Bears Titans game 1. I'm excited. I'm pumped up. I love this time of year. Fall is in the air. It's starting to cool down a little bit, and yeah, it's showtime, man. It's showtime. Some real football is finally upon us.
I'm not excited for the Bears just yet.
Why not?
Because I don't want to burn myself out with enthusiasm and anticipation before the game gets here. I want it to be a slow build. So I'm allowing college football to kind of buoy some of that exuberance and energy and anticipation. I can enjoy football, competitive football, before I overthink and overplay this Bears Tennessee game in my head, which I know I'm gonna do. So probably like Saturday night, that's when I'll probably really start to, get that feel for it. Maybe what? I take that back. Maybe even Thursday when the first game's hit.
I'm kind of like GM. I feel my excitement getting it's revving up. It's revving up. But I used to at this point be full blown. Let's go, ready to run through a damn brick wall. Right now, it ain't there, but I feel it revving up, and and I'm trying to control it because it's. I feel I don't know if we've ever went into a season like this with the Bears,
I think I'm with you on that one. That's
and
another reason too. It's like
and
I don't
I'm
want to
like,
be disappointed.
man. It's kind of like we've said that before. Like you don't want to be disappointed, but you kind of like the media will tell you, look, be disappointed at what you about to see from the Bears. But then this year, it's like it's just complete opposite, and it's kind of tripping me out that the media is so positive about the Bears. I'm not used to it. I'm not used to it,
That's true too.
and it's like, is this real? Like, like I don't want to know. It's playing with me right now. Because I'm like, I've never heard the media be this positive about the Chicago Bears. It's
And you
like
know,
an agenda.
and this is more and a lot on the national level. You don't,
Yes.
yeah, we don't usually get that love.
Not since 1986. That's after the 85 Bears. Because they had already won the Super Bowl. And yeah, we're thinking about the Bears being a dynasty, so to speak. But yeah, you're right. It's been most of my lifetime since I've seen
Man.
the national media with this type of positivity, almost I won't say universally, but damn near universally.
Like
Um,
it makes me feel like it like make me feel like, damn, have I been a real fan all my life? Like when you listen to the media, I'm like, damn. Like I feel like at some point once I start cheering for the Bears like I usually do, I'm gonna feel like a bandwagon guy. Like I'm late to the party. Like that's how positive they are about them. It's like y'all wasn't rocking with us all this time.
but you know that they full of BS most of the time too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they jump on and the public media or the national media, so to speak, it's always a narrative. They always jump on it on whatever the narrative is. They don't necessarily at spearhead it. They kind of glom on, and then once one quote unquote reputable or big name person or entity starts saying it, they all jump on. If they say good things, they all jump on good. If they say negative, they all jump on it negatively. And so it feels a little disingenuous from the national perspective, but I get your feeling. It's like, well, hold on, why am I? I'm not saying all these things. Like, what did I miss something? Like, are they really talking? Like, are they really talking about our team? Like us? So yeah, it's awkward.
Yeah.
It's awkward.
It's like you kind of wanted the Bears to just sneak up out of nowhere and on and
But
force them to become. And
yes,
now it's like they're
they,
they're
they,
they're ahead of the party, and
they're
it's
from
like,
us.
like that's what's bothering me a little
Yeah,
bit with it, man. Because it's like the Bears have a good year, it's gonna be. See, we told y'all they were gonna have a good. It's not catching anyone by surprise.
right. Yeah, they
The
took our
only the
thunder.
only surprise would be if the Bears done what they've done all our lives.
They stole our thunder and a little bit of our fu to the national media. We
Yeah.
can't even do it because they all on on
Okay.
on wagon. Like, oh man, really? Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
that said, I think I've become a victim of the media hype, and especially with number 18. Um, I think the problem was I spent too much time away from you guys because we were all on the number one train, before we went on a hiatus. And man, I just been drinking all this 18 Kool-Aid, man. And I just want to see it. I'm ready to see this, in a real game,
Right.
we only saw maybe not even a half of Caleb Williams football in the preseason. So and it was good, man. Everything I saw, everything looked the way it should
Entertaining.
have. Yeah, yeah. So
Not everything.
well, for the most part, the
It's
one
for the
remember
most
we
part.
got, thanks to Hard
Mr.
Knocks, we
Rookie.
found out that the first couple series of the Cincinnati game, was because of the broken
Headset.
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 Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We had some equipment issues, and so they couldn't perform up to par. We
No,
got
he's
it
number one pick.
fixed, and then he was
He's
man.
he's number one pick, man. He's
He
supposed to
was
make
throwing
everything
dimes
better.
all over the field. You know.
Yes.
So I'm pumped up for that, man. And maybe like I said, I spent too much time away from you guys, and and yeah, it's something wrong with me. But yeah, I'm pumped up to see 18 do something. And obviously, and Smoke, you're gonna get mad when I say he is a rookie. So there's gonna be some growing pains. But man,
I don't get mad
I'm
about it.
looking I'm looking forward to this. Now
I just,
you said there's no room for error. There should be
well,
there's no room for
it's
development. There's no development going on here.
no.
He's
I
got to
just
come
say
in and
it's
he's got to be
no.
a Pro Bowler
Hey
off
man,
the bat.
look, man, we gotta win 10. Year one, we gotta win 10.
Gonna
No,
be a
Well,
I'm with
tall
you.
order.
I'm with you.
Yeah,
But you know what?
be a
The
tall order.
schedule says they should though.
Does it
It does.
really?
The schedule says, like I said, and I said this in a past episode that I thought the Bears were going to win 12 games. But
Okay.
the first part of that schedule,
I mean, it's a last place schedule,
it's a
G.
it's a
I
last place
mean,
schedule. The Bears should win 7 of their first 9 games.
that's why I say 10 should be it, but I'm not really going to get super high with it because we've seen what the Bears have done in the past with last place schedules, and then the next year we can't crack 500. So I'm definitely more intrigued for year two than year one. But if we can't get a positive record this year, oh man, I'm
Just we're gonna go to because they got a what's their bye week? They have a week 7 bye. All right.
wait. We don't have a last place schedule.
Yeah,
Please.
we do.
Yes. Yes, we
Yeah,
do.
we were last place last
It
year.
doesn't look like it, but
It
it
does
is.
look like it.
Minnesota was behind. We were behind Minnesota.
Yes.
We had 7 wins.
No. We were behind Minnesota.
Are
I'm
you
pretty sure we
sure?
were last place. Yeah. Hold on, we go back.
Yeah,
Hold
I'm
on. We
positive.
can check that.
We might have had 7 wins too.
Minnesota had when did JJ McCarthy get picked? They picked
They,
7th,
they
right?
moved they moved up though. I thought they moved up to get them. Didn't they move up?
Hold
Because
on,
the Packers,
I got it
the
right
game
here.
against us and the Packers could have determined us possibly getting sneaking in the playoffs.
They
I
had
got
2
it. I
first
got it
round
right here.
picks.
It is no, we both finished 7 and 10,
Right.
and they got the
And we
tiebreaker.
Points.
split. Oh, they
Yeah,
did get the tiebreaker.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. See now? See now? See there?
So yeah, it is a last place schedule. And we can go through this again. Home against the Titans. In my expert opinion, that should be a win.
Should be a win.
You said
Yeah.
should be. You didn't say is.
Well, there is no is,
Because he says
Okay. Well,
it's a
you
rookie
telling me
quarterback
he's telling me 12.
going against Will Levis. That's a win.
No, he's not
Uh,
going against Will Levis. He's going against the Tennessee defense.
Man, look, you know that ain't how they judge this stuff
I
on
I I,
TV. He
I
going in.
understand.
I know you the logical guy here. You're the correct, but we know how they do it. He going against Will Levis, just like look, no excuses.
Well, I'm sorry. Did Will Levis jump off the I'm a punk train? I mean,
No,
dude's legit NFL player.
yeah, he ain't Caleb Williams.
Yeah,
Well, okay.
that's true.
Tom Brady was a 6th round pick. He wasn't Peyton Manning. How'd that turn out?
Hey,
I'm just saying.
listen,
Hey,
hey, look, I get what you're saying.
Will
Look,
Levis is about 6'3", 220 something, pure
man,
athlete.
we got the next Patrick Mahomes. That's what they
Okay,
said.
that's what they said.
That's what they
Okay.
said. So,
If
goddamn it, I want to see
real
it.
quick, and this is way off topic. If Tom Brady got picked by the Detroit Lions, would we know who Tom Brady was?
Patrick Mahomes got picked by the Chicago Bears. Would he be Patrick Mahomes?
It's a better
I don't
chance
understand.
that Patrick Mahomes would be Patrick Mahomes with with Chicago, then
No, I don't necessarily agree that Matt Stafford was
no.
still Matt Stafford. We still knew who Matt Stafford was.
Well, coming out, Brady wasn't. I mean, Matt
I
Stafford
mean,
was.
but I say this: you give Tom Brady Megatron, you don't see success.
Mm, mm,
Yeah, yeah,
thank you.
yeah. I get it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and he doesn't throw as many picks as Stafford, so who knows?
All right, they go to Houston, week 2. I give you the L there.
See the difference?
It's
They should
winnable.
win. They should win against Tennessee. There's a loss against Texas. See,
I'm
It's
just giving the
winnable.
L. I'm giving the
It's
L. All
winnable.
right,
It's
all
winnable.
right, all
uh,
right. They go to Indy. I think that's a win.
So
The
2-1,
Rams come to town.
3-1.
I'm with you. Carolina comes to town. 4.
so
Don't even have
that's
to
a
think
win.
about that.
That's
3-2. No, I'm just
that's a win.
we lose
uh,
to them.
we got a home game in London, which, by the way,
That's a
is
loss. I don't
That
give a damn
that's
who
Chicago
we
that
over the
playing. We
pond.
lose.
that's
That's
a home game for the Jaguars.
We
my
losing.
question is no. My question is
Damn,
how
and
are
we
we
playing the
traveling?
Jaguars.
Yeah,
Fuck.
how are we traveling to London? Are we
See
going the
that?
Friday before the game like Nagy did, which was stupid?
I don't know. I
Team
just
had
hate
jet
going
lag
over that
and
pig.
couldn't perform in that game. Meanwhile, the
You
Raiders that same week came the week before
know,
But I think
there.
the Jags gonna already be over there, right?
yeah, the
Don't they play
Jags.
the week before?
Yeah, I
There as
think
well.
The week that
that
wait, the Jazz played 2 games straight
they
over
play
there?
2 games in London. I don't know if it's straight, but they play 2 games in London,
Huh.
and that's
I'll
their home
say
away
this
from
with
home.
that shit. If we was playing them, what do you call it? Domestically,
Yes.
as we would beat them. But
But
playing them
because it's
internationally,
over the pond,
I think they beat us.
I'm giving them the win. I'm giving them the win.
So
Them
you
being the
got
That's
five
five
Jaguars.
and
and
one,
one. That's five
five
and
and
one.
one.
All right, we go to the
I
bye.
got I got 4-2 right now.
We go to the bye week. All right. If plans go right, I should be at this game at Washington. That's a win. That's 6-1.
I got 5-2.
We go to the Arizona Cardinal. 7-1. I'm
I
just
say
saying.
6-2.
New England comes to town.
That's definitely
That's a
That's a
win.
dub.
definitely a dub.
What are we at now? Is that 9-1?
I got no,
Eight and
you're
one?
8-1,
8-1.
and
Eight
I'm
and
at
one. I'm
seven and
sorry.
two.
All right. I'm not even gonna go into the rest of the schedule, which starts the division.
Man, you know what though?
I'm not
With
gonna get
all
into that.
those games, all them opponents, those are
Yeah.
all teams that Justin kind of dominated.
Yeah. He whooped on
That's why
New
it should
England. He
be
whooped on
8-1.
Arizona. Yeah.
That's furthermore why
You know
it
who, man?
should be.
Trubisky used to whoop on Washington.
Everybody
Justin
can
had
whoop for
his
Washington.
best game last year against Washington.
Yeah.
DJ went for 200 plus.
Yeah. That's right.
Like,
Hey, you know that's a different Washington team now, right?
Okay, they got a different quarterback.
And
They got some
Arizona's
different
got
pieces.
Arizona's a different team with as far as the head coach, and they have different players now. I
are
mean, I
the
get what you're saying.
defenses different? We took Washington's best defensive player. Yeah, their
Now
offense might be
I
No,
will
better.
say
their defense is different. Yes,
week 11 through 18 is
Is what shit get real.
yeah. That's that's a tough
back
schedule.
That's what it get
back end
real.
the back end's tough. All those teams will have had a chance to see what we do and do well to prepare for that.
But
There's very
goddamn it,
little.
if we 8-1 by then, we should be able to squeak 2 more wins out. 10
Eight
wins.
and one.
How
Eight and
mid
one.
would you be? Let me hear this.
If we
Let's say
get
the
eight and
Bears.
one and
Let's
then
say the
lose the
Bears
rest of the
start.
way.
Yeah, they start 8-1. And then lose 7 straight, 8 straight.
Hey man, I will
Eberflus is
be.
probably fired at that
Oh
point,
my
Hey,
God.
I will be hot.
unless they just have really a rash of really bad injuries, which kind of gets to my concern about the team is that
You don't think they have enough
yes,
depth?
quality depth. No, I don't, especially on the lines. I don't. This was a
I
mad
give you
scramble to
the
get
offensive line, absolutely. I
Yeah,
think
as a
I think they
Mets,
got depth at other in most of the other areas though,
I said
except for
quality
both
depth,
lines.
quality depth. And that's when the games are kind of won and lost on the trenches, dude. That's kind of a big deal. It's kind of a concern. Your offense is going to struggle with your rookie quarterback if your offensive line isn't doing what it can do. And
And look, this
I'm
guy is
just
a magician.
Did you see how he was just evading defenders in that
yes,
preseason?
the second team defenders.
He
Yes, I
was
saw
amazing against
I,
Cincinnati.
against the second team of Cincinnati. Yes, their backups. He looked like a first rounder against a bunch of third and fourth rounders. I agree. Bunch of
He
fifth and
was
sixth round guys.
amazing.
Bunch of guys trying to make the team. He looked really good.
Oh my God. I can't believe you don't have faith in this guy.
I have faith. I'm just realistic that looking at 12 and
No,
5,
man,
a lot
weak
of things have to go right. A lot. Look here.
GM.
I'll say
GM.
this. I'll acquiesce. I'll say this. 2017, I did not see 2018 coming when we went, what, 14 and 2 or
13,
13 and 3?
13
13
and
and
3.
3.
13
13
and
and
3.
3.
Really should have been 15 and 1, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Didn't see that coming. I saw maybe 10 and 6. 9 and 7. Did not see 13 and 3 coming. So yes, in 1 year, a lot of things can be turned around with the last place schedule that helps with attrition that's going to befall almost every NFL team if it falls in a way that it benefits us. All those things can happen. They generally happen almost every year. Happened for Houston last year. Last place schedule, they play some teams, without some of their key components, and they won some tough games and they built confidence, blah blah blah, won a playoff game, and now they look to be one of the top teams in the AFC. I don't know, based upon the division that we're in, if that's going to happen in that same regard, because as much as everyone is discounting Minnesota, I don't think people understand or realize they're still an extremely talented team, the solid coach with an offensive system where pretty much everybody understands it and knows it. Even the new guy in Donaldson, because it's a similar system. Maybe some of the words are different, but pretty much the system's the same that he's learned under, especially when he was over with the 49ers last year. You got mega talents in Jefferson. Once Hawkinson comes back, you got better control the middle of the field. You got some depth at running back. And your defense, unfortunately, a young man passed away in that horrible car accident that happened about a month or so ago, because that would have given them further depth in the defense. Young man out of Oregon. He's about 6'3", 6'4", real long, lengthy, uh, press coverage defender guy. Unfortunately, he's not there, but they still had their other second round pick, Dallas Turner out of Alabama. And that guy can play pretty much anywhere in that front, well, not anywhere in the front seven, but he's definitely a perimeter type guy. And with the kind of pressure Brian Flores, the defensive coordinator, likes to bring, he's got more athletes to do that. That's going to be a bit of a problem if you're not used to seeing that. Now, I do believe we have a better offensive coordinator, so I believe we'll have a better way to attack that than we did last year. But that doesn't mean that those games against Minnesota are going to be easy. Minnesota has one of the better offensive lines in the league, so it's applying pressure. It's still going to be a bit of an issue if we haven't figured out how to apply pressure outside of Montez Sweat. And we just talked about the receivers. Look, I'm not saying that I'm afraid of Minnesota. I'm just saying don't assume that we got that.
But they don't
And we're
have
still
18.
don't they have their own 18, Justin Jefferson?
They
Or was
don't
he
have
81?
No, you're right. He is 18. You're
Yeah,
right.
they do have it. They do have an
They do have an
18.
18.
Yeah. And he's on a Hall of Fame track. So yeah.
They didn't go 4-0 in the preseason.
Yeah. Most teams that do, I'm really worried about.
Wait,
So
they went 3-0.
right. So obviously Green Bay is still a mental hurdle we have to get over, as well as a young team that's improving and they've got their own talent. Their defense still don't know what that's going to look like. So look, I'll put it this way. There isn't a team on this schedule, Houston included, that I don't think the Bears can beat. Conversely, I also believe there are teams on our schedule who can beat us. Any one of those teams can beat us as well. Even a team as bad as Carolina. Carolina beat Houston last year. Go figure. Okay. Even a team like Washington, Jaden Daniels, super talented guy, an athletic person who puts pressure on defense, much like how Justin did other defenses
Damn,
as
you know
well.
what's wild?
What's that?
Again, listening to that schedule. We play Stroud, Bryce Young, Anthony Richardson, Jaden
Big Dane,
Daniels,
Yeah, you're right.
Will
Jordan
Levis,
Love.
Will Levis.
Like, god damn, we play all the young motherfuckers. If JJ wasn't hurt, we'd be playing JJ McCarthy.
Maybe. I don't know that he necessarily beats out Darnold or when he takes over. It's possible. So, we keep talking about this. Everyone keeps glossing past this Tennessee game, and I'm like, do you not see that that the Bears in Tennessee are pretty much like looking in the mirror right now?
Nobody's glossing past it.
I am.
Mm-mm.
Jim, we gonna kick their ass.
When people talk about the Bears having 10
Jim,
wins,
Jim, we gonna kick their
I'm
Nah.
just saying
hey,
I
from
think
your
the
mouth
Bears should
today,
win that game.
ass.
right? I get it. We're counting that as a win. If you want to get to 10, you have to win
The
that
Bears
Tennessee
aren't
game.
good enough to gloss past anybody.
We gonna kick
I
Tennessee's
think
ass.
we as a fan base understand that.
I think Carolina and Washington. I think Carolina and New England. You can gloss past.
You
I
just
think
said
those teams
you just said you thought Carolina could beat us.
I said there isn't a team on there that couldn't beat us. Conversely, I don't think there's a team that we can't beat either. So
we
I'm
play
just
the
saying.
No, yes,
whole.
there is.
So we
Yes, there
play the
is.
whole NFC. I mean
we
AFC
not
South.
we're not beating San Francisco in San Francisco.
Dude, we beat San Francisco when Justin was here.
At Soldier Field in a damn monsoon.
Hold on, back up. And in his rookie year, if it wasn't for the horrible coaching and bad defense, he had a game-winning drive against San Francisco. Not to mention,
CGM, I'm just gonna stop you right there. This is why, Caleb, we gotta win 10 or more. This is why. Everything points back to Justin beating all these teams that's on our schedule. Only team he ain't beat that's on that schedule is Green Bay.
Yep. Yeah, he beat Seattle. He beat
Justin
Detroit.
has beat everybody on that damn schedule.
Has he beat Minnesota?
Yes. He beat them last year. They split. Remember he had that game where he kept fumbling and looked like he was going to cry when he came to the sidelines, but
they
then
did win
pulled
that
it together.
Game. Well, that wasn't that was that.
He had the game winning drive.
What was game winning drive? No. But who started that game? No, that was
No, he started the game.
Oh, he started.
No, for Minnesota.
Don't matter.
The guy that came over from Arizona, Josh Dobbs. Josh Dobbs started that game.
We should have beat him the
that
year
wasn't
before
that wasn't a true representation of who Minnesota is.
But we should have beat him the year before.
Yes, it was.
With Kirk Cousins when Justin was on that run. And what's the name?
Dude fumbled the
damn ball.
Right. Yeah, dude, they're as much as Justin gets blamed for the 10-28 record that they had here as a Bears starter, there's like about 7 games that they should have won. From his first year, the Pittsburgh game Thursday night, he had a game-winning drive. Defense gave that away. The Minnesota game you just referenced, the Giants game that same year.
I forgot about Detroit, that game, that Pittsburgh game. It came on NFL Network not too long ago.
Right.
Ooh.
Yeah, they should have won that game. The game against San Francisco in his rookie year that the defense gave away. The game against the Giants. The game against Minnesota you just mentioned. The 3 games last year with Detroit, Cleveland, and Denver.
Mm-hmm.
Should have won those 3 games. I mean, dude, he probably should have been close. That's 38 games. He probably should have been closer to like 18 and 20 in his record, to be quite honest with you. And with as bad as his team was, that's actually really, really good considering how bad this team was. So some of those losses are attributed to him that are necessarily his fault.
That's how they do it. That's why that rookie shit don't mean nothing. I'm sorry for my language.
Over under 8 wins. Or excuse me, not 8 wins. Over under week 8. When is Justin Fields named the starter in Pittsburgh?
Oh, I'm gonna say
week
over.
6.
Week 6? Nah, their schedule. See, that's the thing. The Steelers' schedule is very much like the Bears. Like they play the division opponents at the last
late,
6
right.
6 out of 8 games.
I don't think they like Russell Wilson. I don't.
They didn't, dude. They just named him the captain.
They had to.
Formalities, man.
They had
formalities.
No, you don't. Not with that veteran team. You can name T.J. Watt veteran. You can name Hayward. You ain't got to name.
They all are captains too.
You cannot, yeah. You cannot go into that season and not have
Najee Davenport.
Russell Wilson as not your captain. No,
I literally
can't
think it's.
happen.
If you
I
plan on
believe
benching him,
it's. I just man, look, I just don't. Something about Russell Wilson over the last few years,
rubs you the wrong way.
it just and I
Seems
feel
like
like it rubs the team, the people he with the wrong way, and I think they give him the benefit of the doubt to start out with, and they're going to move to Justin Fields quicker than people think.
I that's a good, over under week 8.
So I say under. Yeah,
I think whatever, maybe a game or two before they get into their divisional games, because you can't let them just start in the divisional games. That's too hard to come into that cauldron. You gotta give them some warm up games. You gotta give them those those games against the lesser teams before you put them up there against the other divisional juggernauts that they have. But I don't know, man. I mean, Russ Russ has had success in the NFL. I mean, as inauthentic as he
yeah.
may seem to people, he's been successful.
I think he rides to 7 losses.
What?
Yeah. I don't care when it's 7 losses. And then when it becomes trouble that Mike Tomlin may finish under 500, which doesn't
That's when they
happen.
put Justin. That's when they
That's
put
when
Justin
Justin
in.
comes. Yeah, that's when Justin becomes your starter.
Well, I think Justin needs a little more, seasoning with Arthur Smith, and we'll see what happens. But I don't know. I think the Bears. I thought you would say over under Bears. I got the Bears at 9-8.
That's respectable.
Yeah, and I
10 and
just
7.
10-7. I just depth issues.
I ain't going under 10. I ain't going over 10.
Looking
10
look
and 7.
looking at this 11 through 18. Oh
You
my
said
God.
12.
I said 12 wins. Ooh, that's gonna be tough, man.
Well,
That's
I
gonna
mean,
be tough.
if you should be able to split your division wins. I'm not saying down the line you
We've
win one,
been
lose one.
we've been really close to doing that,
Right? Exactly.
even with a bad team. Only
Well,
team we just can't beat is
it's Green
fucking
Bay.
Green Bay.
And I
Right.
hate the fact that it's week 18 in Green Bay. I really
It
don't
was
like
like
that.
that last year.
Same
I
thing last year,
I
yeah.
I, I want it to be. You know what? I don't even. I actually prefer our first win be in Green Bay when they need it. Just like last year. If we beat them last year when they really needed that win, I don't know that they wouldn't have made the playoffs, but it
I'm
just would have
be
felt better.
I'm be real. I don't think Green Bay is going to be as good as people think.
I don't know. I'm not I'm not disagreeing with you. Something feels like it could go differently than it did
It's
last
been
year.
it's been it's been extremely quiet up there. That's what I don't like. It's
So
been
what does that mean?
really
Like
quiet up there.
quiet, like you think they brewing up something and then they got
Yeah,
something.
that's what I'm thinking
I
about.
mean, I don't know. I mean, you got people on TV talking about them going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
Like,
don't see that.
there's been
I,
no big news coming out of there since let me say this, since Love got the deal, right?
man, they don't have a character at quarterback in the
That that
past.
man, that's part that is part of it. But I'm saying, people forget
But
that
I'm
Josh Jacobs is up there, right?
yeah, but he ain't Aaron Jones. I don't care what nobody say.
Uh,
Okay.
Aaron Jones destroys us, and he's in Minnesota, right?
he's in Minnesota.
That's the only cause to pause I have there. But
I'm telling you,
dog,
man.
I think Aaron Jones is on my fantasy team, by the way. One of the many running backs that I
You
have.
could name a running back and he's on your team. I think it's the backup running backs probably on your team.
Some bullshit.
I'm saying, like, I
I
see
think
people really talking about the Jacobs, but one, he was with a dome team in the past. This is running in that. It might be a little different for him. I just he ain't Aaron Jones.
I don't think I agree with you. He doesn't give you what I don't know if anyone paid attention, but Jordan Loves was successful more so when Aaron Jones was on the team.
On
And it
the
wasn't so
field.
much because right, not just because of the running, but because of what he offered as pass catcher, but also as a pass blocker and pass pro and helping Jordan, who was having his first year as a starter, having someone back there who knows what the hell they were doing helped out a lot in picking up, uh, a stray linebacker coming through or leaking out when he needs to give him that safety valve. When he didn't have that, they struggled, and Jordan struggled. And when he started taking off was when Aaron Jones came back. And now he's got Josh Jacobs, who's not the same kind of guy in pass pro, and although can catch the ball, is not the route runner or pass catcher that Aaron Jones has been throughout his career. So that will make a bit of a difference. And you never know. Sophomore slump. I know he's been in the league for this is going into his fourth year, but I'm just saying in terms of being a starter, we'll see. I'm more concerned. Not when I say concerned, not that I care for them or caring about how well they benefit. I'm more curious, I guess I should say, about Green Bay's defense. Like, who are you? Like, I don't know what your defensive personality or identity is. You got a lot of talent, but it's been underutilized, and I just don't know what type of team they're going to be. And that's the biggest enigma to me. I don't really kind of get a feel. And with not having AJ Dillon, could be a bit of an issue when it comes to goal line type stuff. And Marshawn Lloyd, although the rookie from USC is on the team, not quite. He's been a little bit nicked up. I'm not certain how that's going to play out. So AJ Dillon being gone for the season and an enigma at the defense could make Green Bay more vulnerable for us than they have been in recent time.
Yeah. And then there's one more thing. It seems like all the pundits out there, it's either Detroit's going to win the North or Chicago's going to win the North. You, Green Bay is like they're automatically just placed in that second place. I think
Yeah, and
that's a problem.
that's
I
that's
don't like
that's
that.
speaks to what Smoke was saying earlier. It's like I'm not vibing on this national media talking about we're gonna win the North. Like, what is that?
Like, no, this is wild.
It just, a couple of
Crazy.
passes on Hard Knocks, everyone's pumped up. Oh, the Bears. I mean, yeah, we'll
It's
see.
it's it's like it's an agenda.
Mm.
That's why I
You,
think it's gonna happen.
you know what it is? It's like Joe Biden stepping down and Kamala come in, everybody
Man,
gets pumped up
it's weird, man,
out of
because
nowhere. And Green Bay is Trump. Yeah, he just want to get past.
Hell
He
yeah.
want to get past them.
it's just weird because it's like I guess it's like it's the Bears' time.
It
Yeah.
is.
You
It
get what I'm
is.
saying? It's like okay, now it aligns for the Bears to be the team we talk about.
Smoke. It literally. What? Man, do you not recall what we first said when we first met and we started talking about the Bears? What I told you guys, being the old person that I am, amongst the three of us, every 20 years the Bears are good. About to hit that stretch, dog. This is the
Damn.
beginning of that stretch. Every 20
80,
years.
85,
No, no, go back, go back. No,
2006.
no, no, no. The 40s where they dominated. Early mid 60s,
Early
63 a
'60s.
championship
Yeah.
there. Mid 80s. In the early 2000s. And here we are 20 years later, about to hit that stretch every
Holy
generation.
cow, you're right.
And then no shit. Hey, I don't just, pull the stuff out of my ass for no
No,
reason.
you're right about that.
And it's just at that cycle where you get a new group of Bear fans. Like the old ones are like, man, we were good back in my day. They tell the kids and the kids get pumped. Dad, this team sucks. Oh, no, back in my day, you hear the back in my day stories. And just when the kids are about to bail out, all of a sudden they get a couple of players, it gets exciting, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, the monsters
Yeah.
of the Midway. And Chicago takes off because ain't nothing like winning in Chicago when you're the Chicago Bears, because it is a Bears town through and through. And here we are. Party's getting ready to get started. Jump on now. And then kind of ease off mid 30s. And if you're around in the 2040s, you get another shot at it.
Yeah. Well, hopefully this is the one here. Was
Right.
it surprising to you guys that Caleb Williams was named the captain?
A little bit.
It
I
was
wasn't
A
for
little
me.
surprised.
a little bit.
I wasn't
Why
surprised.
not? Why not?
It's like a Mickey Mouse episode, man. It's everything's so so media friendly. It's like that. It didn't shock me. It just seemed like it was what they were told to do.
But here's the thing, though. It wasn't. I expect. And I don't. You guys didn't see this week's Hard Knocks, which is another question I have for you guys. Don't let me forget. But on Hard Knocks, they didn't play. They didn't play that up. I don't even think I was mentioned.
The captain thing.
Yeah,
Good.
and it really
That's
hasn't been. It hasn't been like a huge media deal. We saw the picture of the
Right.
captains take the
Exactly.
picture. The social media came out and said that these are your captains, and that's been it. It's a little strange.
Yeah, because it's their time. Caleb Williams is the next media darling. I mentions this a lot when it media darling. He's a media darling. So that's why I'm not shocked. The Bears are going to do everything possible. The league is going to do everything possible to continue to build up Caleb Williams' name. That's why, even though I don't think they get 12 wins, I would not be shocked if they do. Because you have those media darlings every so often that the league gets behind. And y'all know I'm a conspiracy theorist. Hey, man.
No, not you.
This time, I'm with it. Hey, finally let the shit benefit my team.
Okay.
But like, because this whole thing has been weird of this Caleb Williams stuff, man. It's been weird. I mean, I'm honestly trying to figure out the last quarterback of this stature that didn't win a goddamn thing at the college level.
Well, he did win a Heisman.
Ain't win
Peyton
a
Manning.
goddamn thing at the college level. Okay.
Peyton Manning. All he won was the
20
SEC
some years
championship.
ago.
That's it.
All he won was the SEC championship. Caleb ain't even won a conference championship. Ever.
Stafford.
He was in the SEC.
Stafford wasn't hyped like this, though.
He never won it.
He wasn't hyped. You're right.
That's true. He was not hyped. Okay, so hyped guys who never won anything. Carson Palmer.
The fact that we got to think about it. The fact that we got to think like this.
Bryce
Young won a national championship, didn't he?
No, he didn't. Nope. He lost.
He was there.
But he lost.
He was there, though.
But he lost. Okay, I see what you're saying. He ain't making nowhere. Oh, he made it to the playoffs. Okay. God, well, you're being difficult here. Hype guy. Cam Newton. He won everything.
He won.
I'm sure there's a guy. Mitchell Trubisky.
No, we knew he sucked when he was
yeah, we know. I'm joking.
We knew day one.
Baker Mayfield.
He even got to a fucking playoff.
Okay, you in his playoff. Sam Darnold. They love him.
Johnny Manziel.
Hey man, he was a 20th pick though.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold.
He wasn't the first QB drafted in his draft.
I can't name it.
It's I mean the fact that we got to think about this.
Probably Peyton Manning.
Andrew Luck.
There you go. That's the perfect one. That's the answer. Andrew Luck.
Did he never win the big Pac-12?
No, he didn't win a conference championship.
He didn't win a conference championship.
Okay.
Oregon, I think Oregon won it, or SC, or it wasn't Stanford. Stanford was really good, but they didn't win it.
Okay.
There it is.
Took a while to land on something.
Yeah, you're right. But you're saying something though. You're definitely saying something.
He's one of those. He's been chosen.
Come on, man.
I hope he turns out to be.
Hey man,
Andrew
look,
Luck.
I'm just hoping it for
once
with a longer
benefits
career. The team. But once it benefits the team that I root for.
How long Andrew Luck played? What, a good 4 seasons?
It was
More
longer
than
than that.
I want to say
More than that.
7.
Did he play
Maybe
7?
8.
Did he play that long?
Yeah, it was more than 4. It was definitely more than 4. Because
No, he made
yeah, well,
5.
you know definitively, or you just
Because
settling on
when
that.
no, I'm just thinking. I'm not looking it up, but he
Yeah.
played that preseason
6.
game against the Bears.
6 season.
That was yeah.
Okay, I said 7. I mean, come on.
I'm not.
Right there.
No. I'm not. I'm not arguing with you.
It's close. It's closer than 4. I mean, he was a 4-time Pro Bowler.
What would you do if Caleb Williams decided to retire in the middle of the preseason of year 6?
As long as he won a Super Bowl, I wouldn't care.
Oh man, that would hurt. Don't answer that though. Hard Knocks, real
Not.
quick, just to close it out. Underwhelming.
Thank you.
You didn't say that last week.
Me or him?
I didn't.
Yes.
I didn't.
He was all for it.
Had me
2
thinking
no
I
2
was
weeks
had me
2
thinking I
weeks
was
ago.
off. Right.
2 weeks
2
ago.
weeks ago. Yeah. I
2
had me
weeks
thinking
ago.
I was off.
Nah, these last 2 episodes, brutal.
Best part of last week was watching Khalil Herbert go crazy to Finito. The karaoke. Khalil Herbert been in Chicago probably a little too long.
Yeah, underwhelming, man. I don't know. They just and I was like I said, I watched every episode because I'm a Bears fan, and so I wanted to check it out. If this were I don't know, the Seattle Seahawks, I'd be out, man. It's a boring team, man. It's not a bad thing, you know. Well, it's bad for Hard Knocks, but for the team itself, it wasn't a. And
They didn't take
not to
advantage of
say
the city.
not to say that they aren't likable, because they don't have any. I don't see any bad, bad personality guys on the
Man.
roster. I just felt watching, for instance, the Detroit season. I came out of there, even though they're a division rival. I was like, man, this is a really likable team. I could be behind. If I weren't a Bears fan, I could really be behind them. I don't have that feeling with this Bears team. I don't think.
To me, it looked like they knew they were being recorded.
Yeah, and so they were.
Nothing truly came off as genuine to me.
Well, we know for a fact that it was highly edited, and that like they wouldn't allow profanity on the episode. The Bears wouldn't allow profanity to be used on the episodes, so they would cut all that stuff out.
Like I say all the time, when it comes to Chicago sports teams in general, man, where's the fucking personality, man?
Yeah.
And we didn't get. This is where I thought we would get it. Like all the stuff we heard about Caleb Williams coming into the draft, you didn't really see any of that.
No.
In the Hard Knocks. Like we didn't even get to see the whole clean the locker room crap that happened. Like we just heard about it. Now I'm like, did that shit even exist? Did they just make something up? Like, it's like here we go again. Another no personality having team. Because if Caleb is like this, it does worry me a little bit. Like I thought dude was a prima donna. Like I want to see that. Like have some moxie about yourself. It was like he was a humble guy. Like I'm not saying don't be humble, but at the same time, flex your muscle a little bit. Like number one pick. Like they saying this, and this about you. This is supposed to be behind the scenes.
No,
like,
I
well,
don't think
you got it.
I know
don't
that.
get scared.
I know they know they're getting recorded, but it's like
I don't get scared. That was it. That they gave it to you right there. You don't get scared. That's your moxie. There's your swag.
Yeah, that's true. It was just a little understated. That's all.
Well, I don't blame the players as much as I really feel like
The
Fair,
organization set
yes,
a precedent, and
man, dude, they put the
you didn't
clamps.
allow the players to be comfortable to be free. So I can get with that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think, like you said, a lot of us probably got to edit it out. Like, nope, we're not going to use it. Nope, we're not going to use that. Nope, we're not going to use that. You can only come here. You can only come here at this time of the day. I mean,
Like
even
I
polls is
today's episode was 50
uh,
minutes.
really.
Yeah. Was usually every episode's an hour. So it's almost like they were like, man, let's just end this right here.
Let's make it so boring they
This
never want to
season's
come
over.
back.
My God.
They'll never ask us again.
I
They,
said they should.
that might have been the case, man.
I said they should have did that shit last year.
That might have been the case. I don't know. That was just my take on it, man. That was rough. Hey, let's go. Let's do our season predictors right now. And so we're going to do division winners. We'll do the wild card teams, and then we'll do our playoff predictions into the Super Bowl, and we'll revisit this in February to see how close we all got.
You won it last year, right? Is
I think so, only because I think I picked. Wait, let's see.
Kansas City.
Uh,
I think I picked the Ravens and the Eagles.
Got to go back into my notes here. Hold on.
Mm.
Let's see. Yeah, I picked the Chiefs to win it all, and I picked them to go to the Super Bowl. I had to actually, man, I had the Lions get into the Super Bowl.
You were
Did you
close.
really?
Yeah,
They should have.
yeah. Um, and I actually had, yeah, actually I had the Lions winning the Super Bowl.
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
that was a little
I
crazy.
had Chiefs and Lions winning.
Well, the Lions
Uh,
did beat them early in the season, so I
First
guess that's
game of
not
the
that
year.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, he thought he was really on after the game one. He was like, "Oh,
Glenn, you had the Eagles.
winning."
Um, you had an Eagles Ravens Super Bowl
Ravens.
I
Yeah.
think I
with
had
the
the
Eagles
fucking
winning.
Cowboys.
And then, yeah, you had the Bengals smoke. You had the Bengals and the Cowboys with the
Bengals ain't even
Cowboys
make
winning.
the damn playoff.
They had there was a lot of injuries there.
Yeah.
Couldn't see that coming. All right. Let's do this. Let me get my format together. Here we go. I'm gonna start with whoever I point with right here. Glenn,
Yep.
NFC East. Who you taking?
Just the division or the order?
Just the division.
Just the division. Eagles. Eagles.
Smoke.
Cowboys.
You going with their usual 12 wins a year?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
In the NFC East, I am going to take I'm gonna take the Eagles. They're gonna bounce back after last year's slide. Uh, let's go AFC East.
Oh, Jets. Jets. Jets.
Smoke.
Bills.
I'm gonna take the Bills. No, check that. I'm going with the Miami Dolphins. Let's go with the South NFC South.
Oh, Falcons.
When you got the Falcons.
Yeah, I'm feeling kind of gully with Falcons.
Falcons.
Making a clean sweep. You
Who
gonna go
won the South
Bucks?
last year?
Tampa.
Bucks.
Tampa Bay.
Yep.
Mhm.
I'm going with the Bucks.
Once.
All right, AFC South.
It's probably the toughest
Most of the
one.
people are real. Yeah, I'm gonna go Texans, but not overwhelming confidence.
It's the toughest one.
Yeah, that's almost anybody's division. To be honest with you.
I'm gonna go Texans as well, but I know a lot of people would think Jacksonville would probably be that. I'm thinking the Colts could fuck around it,
Yeah, Colts were 9-8 last year.
Yeah, yeah.
but I'm gonna go Texans though.
Just to mess around, I'm gonna go worst to first. I'm gonna go with the Tennessee Titans.
But you got the Bears beating them.
I do.
Make it make sense. Make it make sense.
We'll save the North for last. So let's go.
The West.
Let's go NFC West.
It's NFC West. I don't know who Seattle's going to be with the new head coach. Rams, Aaron Donald. I might sell on the 49ers.
Niners. Well, they got everybody back now.
Yeah. Until they get hurt with soft tissue because they didn't practice. But yeah,
Niners. Smoke.
Niners.
I gotta go with the Niners.
Do we have to do the West for the AFC?
AFC West.
Do we all
Kansas
count
City.
to three and say
Yeah. Chiefs.
1, 2, 3, Chiefs?
Who you got?
I have surprisingly enough the Denver Broncos.
Oh, yeah, right.
He's from.
No, I'm going with the Chiefs.
You going with the Chiefs? All right.
Chiefs.
He did freeze there for a second.
I'm like, wait, that was perfect timing.
Smoke.
Chiefs.
Yeah, I can't go against them. Kansas City.
AFC North. Then
Let's go. Yeah, let's go AFC North.
AFC North. AFC North. Oh, AFC North. I'm going to go Ravens.
Okay, he didn't do it.
Smoke.
I'm gonna go the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
Browns. I think that's the way I'm going.
Just don't know about the quarterback.
I mean, man, they play so well. They play so well with Joe Flacco though.
Flacco,
At the end of the year last year. Which by I was at a wedding. I was in a drunken football conversation and lost my train of thought and was calling Joe Flacco Gus Farrat. I'm going with the Browns. All right. The NFC North.
Minnesota Vikings. I'm gonna go Lions. Fighting Hawaiian Blues. Fighting Blue
Smoke.
Hawaiians.
Lions.
All right, here's my dilemma. I picked the Bears to win 12 games. If I have them going the wild card, that means that, yeah, either Detroit or Green Bay is going to win 13 games, at least 13 games, right?
Well, you also have the Titans winning Division 2, so don't try to overthink it. Just go with your heart.
I'm going with the Bears.
Okay.
All right.
Bears.
All right, so we got our division winners.
3 wild card, right?
Oh. All right. 3 wild cards.
And then 4 wild cards?
Yeah.
No, 3. Right.
So we got to pick three wild cards.
All right. So NFC first.
NFC wild cards.
Okay, so I got the Eagles. I'm gonna go Cowboys. Seahawks.
Who's gonna have 3 teams coming out?
Nobody.
Oh no, you're yeah.
The Cowboys, Seahawks, and Packers. Bears miss out because they lose to the Seahawks. That's the that's the playoff game that they need to win.
They're gonna lose to the Seahawks at home?
It'll be the first time.
Smoke. Wild card teams.
Rams, Seahawks, Bears.
Oh,
That's
Eagles, huh?
3. Yeah,
All right.
see with the Eagles this year. I don't know.
And
Loaded. And new coordinators. Vic Fangio's defensive coordinator.
I am going to go Lions, Packers, and Cowboys. All right.
See.
AFC wild card.
I'm gonna go Jaguars, Colts, Bengals, Steelers.
That's 4.
That's 4.
No, I gave a different group of 3 is what I did.
Yeah.
Oh, you taking the Jags out?
No. I'm sticking with Jags, Browns, Bills. Then I just gave a different group of 3. I said Colts, Steelers. Then I'm sticking with Jag, Browns, Bills. I just gave it a different group of 3. I think I said Colts, Bengals, and Steelers.
Wait, I'm lost now. Hold on.
No. Hear me out.
Maybe it
I'm
froze.
my one. I'm sticking with Jags, Browns, Bills, and then as a joke, I gave a different group of 3 because I'm saying the AFC is so
Okay.
packed
So
that I could be wrong. It could be a different group of 3, but I'm sticking with Jags, Browns, Bills.
all right, Jags, Browns, Bills. Okay, I got you. Smoke.
I'm gonna go Dolphins, Baltimore, and Colts.
You know, it's so funny when you said Baltimore and Colts. I'm like, ain't it the same team?
I thought the same thing.
I'm like, wait, no.
I thought about that
Wait.
before I said
And
it.
I'm not even that old. All right.
So what are you saying? You said Dolphins, Ravens, Colts. That's what you said, B?
Dolphins, Ravens,
Yeah, that's
Colts.
what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I am going to go Jets. Jets, Ravens, and Texans. I think the Bills are gonna have a rough season.
Competitive, but just disappointing.
Yeah, yeah. All right. How did we do last year? Um, let's go with our conference champions, then our and then our Super Bowl champ. So let's start with the NFC.
Eagles.
Smoke.
NFC or
NFC champion.
AFC,
NFC champion.
NFC.
Yeah.
Go Niners.
Um,
Bears.
I'm not that crazy. Not yet, anyway.
Lions. It ain't the Bucks and the Bears. So it's either
Nah.
the Niners and the Lions. And you ain't gonna never pick the Packers because you hate
I'm
them
a
too much.
I'm gonna do something. Actually, I did pick the Packers one year. Remember? I said because everything I do,
Oh,
the opposite happens.
ops happens.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the boys.
Even they's already chuckling.
AFC champs.
Actually, want them to. I kind of want to see them if they can actually have a shot at three-peating. So they do that. They got to get there. So I'm gonna go KC.
Smoke.
I'm actually
Colts. Texans.
go Houston.
Houston Texans. Um, Glenn, I'm with you, man. I want to see this.
I do too, but I just something I just don't want to pick.
I want to see this. This will be something that Brady never did.
That's why part of me
Is
don't.
is he is Mahomes the GOAT if he three-peats here? He would be the only one that's ever done it.
Because he still has like another 10 years left to play. He's going to shatter a whole bunch of records as long as Andy Reid keeps coaching, and yeah, he's got a good another 5 years to win at least two more Super Bowls. If he wins five or three peats, he's the GOAT.
Super Bowl champs.
Eagles. so, I picked the Eagles. I will pick the Eagles. I think that's a revenge Super Bowl.
Smoke.
Uh, go CJ Texan.
Wow, year two. And
Chiefs,
I'm going with the Chief.
which means you'll probably win again. Just like you did last year.
So those are our picks. Chiefs, Texans, Eagles. And now let's go to the weekly picks. The game of all games. Let's find some odds here. Uh
We're still using Caesars, right?
that's what I was about to ask. What are we?
That's what ESPN. Oh no, they got their own bet.
Yeah, they're in the business now.
I say we stick with Caesars. That's pretty. It's tried and true.
Caesars it is. Uh Week one. Who won it last year, by the way?
Oh, I did. Running away. Ran away with it last year. Wasn't even close. I think I was about
You're
7 or 8
right. You're
games.
right. Because even the Super Bowl it didn't even matter.
Yeah.
All right. I think I came in last again. So I guess I will be picking first. Let me get to that page. Week 1. (2024). 3 games. I am going to take I'm gonna take the Steelers plus the 3 and no, they got 3. No hook. I don't like that. Never mind. I don't like that. Geez, that's a tough. I'm gonna take the Patriots plus the 8.5 at Cincinnati. Um, I am going to take I'm gonna take the Cowboys plus the 2.5 in Cleveland. And I'm gonna take the no, I'm let's go. Bears minus the 4.5 at home against the Tennessee Titans. Let's go. Smoke. Who you got?
Miami -3.
Who are they
By the way,
playing
we can
starting?
we can do college too.
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville. Interesting. Battle Florida.
Um, Cincinnati -8.5. And I'm taking the Bears as well.
So Dolphins -3, Bengals uh -8.5, and Bears minus a 4.5. Glenn, who you got?
I'm going to take Michigan Wolverines as a home dog plus 7.5 against Texas Longhorns. 7.5 against the Longhorns. I'm going to take South Florida plus 31 on the road at Bama. And then I'm going to do my lone professional game. Plus 4.5 for the Tennessee Titans against our beloved Bears.
Michigan plus the 7.5, South Florida plus 31 versus Alabama, and the touchdown Titans plus 4.5 against the Bears. Real quick before we go, Florida State 0-2 already, big loss to Boston College at home. What the hell's going on in Tallahassee?
Uh, Misutilization of the portal. It proves that even in college football, if you don't have a really good signal caller, it can really mess your program up. And unfortunately, DJ Uiagalelei is struggling. It seems like he's regressed. I thought he got better at Oregon State last year, but he's looking worse than he did even when he was at Clemson. And maybe sometimes when you get a player that comes into your system or your program, you need a little more time to just, the off season to get them situated when you have aspirations of going to the playoffs. And so it may be something that cost Norvell his job. So Florida State, they're in a world of hurt right now. And I tell you, whether it's the SEC or the ACC or even the Big 12, when you go below the Mason-Dixon line, the football is more like a religion than something that you enjoy on the weekend. So he better get it right, or he's gonna get gone. So that's my take on Florida State. It ain't looking good right now. Dion, I don't know. They might be calling you if you can get that Colorado program up and going.
He had a tough go against North
North
Dakota
Dakota
State.
State, yeah, the offensive line and defensive line are looking pretty sketchy. But I will say this: college football is very entertaining this past week. Some really good games. USC showed like they actually have a defense and they might actually be able to compete in the Big Ten potentially. LSU once again with the arrogance of their head coach on display. They lost a game that they probably should have won. Um, I think the SEC looks to be as strong as it has been in quite some time. Uh, and I don't know, it's going to be interesting. We're going to have a lot of good games, I think, week in and week out because of these super conferences and looking forward to the playoffs. I think you'll get 4 teams out the Big Ten, 4 teams out the SEC, maybe 2 to 3 teams. No, 2 teams probably out of the Big 12, one out of the ACC, and then I think you'll get it at one of those at large, whether it's Memphis or I don't know, Boise, some school that you don't necessarily
Liberty.
expect, maybe even Liberty. But yeah, I think you'll definitely get I think 4 out of the Big Ten and 4 out of the SEC at the very least. There's some really good programs in both those conferences.
All right, there you go. That's going to do it for this week's edition of the Easy Smoke and the GM podcast. Gentlemen, it's always a pleasure. Thank you for being here, man. You guys are awesome. You can catch our podcast at Apple Podcasts, Google, Stitcher. No, not
Nope, doesn't
Stitcher's gone.
exist. Spotify.
Spotify. I get Stitcher and Spotify mixed up. Spotify is there. We're definitely on Spotify or wherever you find your favorite podcast. iHeartRadio as well. You can also catch us at hp53productions.com. There you'll find a link to our podcast and the Super Duper podcast hosted by Rob Griggs. By the way, Glenn, Rob wants you to join him on Thursday.
Okay, I should be able to.
Just want to
That's
sneak
a-
that in there. Yo, Glynn.
Oh, good. Yep.
Please take us out.
Hey, it's like we always say here on Easy Smoking the Gym podcast. We ain't saying we're right. We sure as hell don't think we're wrong.
We'll catch you next week.